Okay, we are beginning with new topic called polynomials, and you must have heard this word in your school. So I am just trying to collect the information about polynomials which you have learned in school. Is Px a polynomial? Yes. What is additional information about Px that you can give me? Degree equals 3. Good. Is Qx a polynomial? Yes. Degree 2. Px plus Qx. Find Px plus Qx. And we came out with this. Is this a polynomial?
Yes,
What
sir.
is the degree?
Yes, sir.
Sir,
3.
3.
Cubic.
Px minus Qx is equal to, oh, 7x cube minus 12x square minus 7x minus 10. Is this a polynomial?
Yes, sir. Yes,
What
sir.
is its
Degree is again
degree?
3.
3.
3.
Good. Very good. You are doing good. Is P of x into Q of x a polynomial?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir. Yes, sir.
Yes. Without multiplying, you are saying yes. Okay, that is good, but you can always multiply. Coefficient of x raised to 5 is 56. Coefficient of x raised to 4 is 832 आणि 49. 7 1 49 is positive plus coefficient of x cube is 77 and minus 728. Am I doing correct? 9 3 4
Yes.
49. Correct. Coefficient of x square into ln minus 44 plus 8 minus 44 plus 8 36 minus 36. Correct. Then coefficient of x 7 0 constant. Oh yes, it's a polynomial. What is its degree?
5.
5.
5. Very good. So can we state some theorems? Can you state a theorem or two? State a theorem or two based on above observations. Okay, can you write a statement which is going to be always true? That is called theorem. And maybe I will not ask you to prove it immediately, but eventually, if it is a theorem, we have to prove. So can you write a statement or two statements or three statements which you think should be given status of theorem? Okay, so as far as addition of two polynomials are concerned, degree is trying to teach us it is not necessary the highest degree of the polynomial amongst the two, but it could be little lesser than that. So we will write the theorem later and try to prove it. Okay, let us look at the multiplication. And students are saying that multiplication, after multiplication of two polynomials, the degree of resultant polynomial will be the summation of the degrees of two polynomials. Let us see 2x square plus 3x minus 1. Degree 2.
2.
0x square plus 0x plus 0. Degree
2. It does not.
degree 2.
No.
P of x into Q of x, everything is vanished. 0x square plus x4 plus 0x cube plus 0x plus 0. What is the degree? What is this degree? What is this degree? What is your thought about it?
Degree of
So both are zero.
Polynomial if it is
Both
zero.
are zero.
QX is not defined.
Not defined, sir.
Yes,
Not
sir, not
defined.
defined.
Degree is not defined.
Degree is not defined. आपल्याला येत नाही म्हटल्यावर नॉट डिफाईन्ड की येतंय आणि नॉट डिफाईन्ड.
येतं आणि not defined.
Yes, and not defined.
अरे पण मग तुमचा थेरम कुठे गेला? यू आर सेइंग दॅट पी ऑफ एक्स इंटू क्यू ऑफ एक्स विल बी समेशन ऑफ 2 degrees. Summation of the 2 degrees. Now what is the summation of the after summing 2 degrees? How can you say are not defined? Or 3 into not defined is equal to not defined, or 3 plus not defined is equal to not defined. Arre, this kind of algebra I have not learned yet. 3 plus not defined is equal to not defined. है ना? So, whatever we know about polynomials is good for all school activities, and you happen to get those answers correct because nobody was troubling you with this kind of polynomials. But if one decides to trouble you, unless and until your fundamentals are clear, you won't be able to answer. Therefore, now I ask you, let us go to basics. Let me ask you, what is polynomial? Mr. Akshat, Hoshmeet, Jayesh, Pranavandare. What is polynomial? Can somebody start mic and tell the definition of polynomial? Polynomial over real numbers. What do we mean by polynomial over real numbers? Unless and until we know that very well, we may come in trouble because sometimes we say yes. Okay, let me ask you one question. Is this a polynomial? Is this a polynomial? Which is this a polynomial? X plus 2 plus 1 upon x, p of x is equal to. Is this a polynomial?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No, sir.
No.
Good.
Sir.
Very good.
No, sir.
Is there somebody who is saying yes? Because all others are saying no. Subhat sir is also agreeing to no, then it must be no only. Okay. But then let me write down a better version of this. Q of x is equal to x square plus 2x plus 1 is equal to 0. Is this a polynomial?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
This is not.
Yes.
Suppose this is equal to 0. Is this a polynomial?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No,
No, sir.
No. Is this a polynomial?
Yes, sir.
sir.
It's the same.
Are they different or are they same?
Sir, they're the same.
Sir, if the px is equal to 0, then it is a polynomial.
So I have to say it is equal to 0, then it is polynomial. So now if whatever I am writing here, p of x is equal to 0 up to this, and q of x, are these two polynomials? Bola bola.
Equal to 0. Then
Yes, sir.
Yes.
is equal to 0.
Is equal to 0. I have mentioned in both
Then
polynomials now.
Sir, I don't think the px is polynomial.
A polynomial cannot have negative degree.
Negative. No. Degree is 1 because highest power is 1, na?
So like 1 upon x will be x raised to -1. So like that cannot be possible.
Now x raised to -1, that -1 is not the highest, na? Highest is 1.
Oh yes. Sir.
So is p of x a polynomial?
no.
Yes, sir.
No, sir.
No, sir.
Yes, sir. No, sir.
You realize, so why I am asking these questions is to confuse you. The purpose is to confuse you. Are you getting confused? Then I am successful. If you are clear, then what am I doing? I have to confuse you in first half of the lecture and maybe clarify the confusion for rest of your life. That is my job. Okay. So are you confused? Is P of X a polynomial? Somebody.
No, sir.
Yes.
No, sir.
No,
Yes.
sir.
No.
What is the difference between P of X and Q of X?
Sir, in Q of X, it has a numeral coefficient as well as a variable coefficient. But in P of X,
It is not.
no, sir.
In Q of X, X is a variable and those constants are there. 1.
Because if we take x as any number, then we just get x. If we take x as 2, we will get 2 plus 2 plus 1 upon 2, which is the value. I mean, you can think of it as that.
If he is saying take X is equal to 2, then it is 2 plus 2 plus 1 upon 2. Then you have selected wrong, na? There could be some X which will satisfy this. There could be some X which will satisfy this equation.
No, so not true, but
No, not true. Okay, so confusion. Now again, now I am asking you whether this is polynomial or not. Because we do not know the definition of polynomial correctly, we are confused. Let me, before telling you the definition of polynomial, let me make it clear to you. When I am saying P of X is equal to any identity, maybe this identity, X plus 2 plus 1 upon X. Okay. And when I am saying, for that matter, let me take actual polynomial only, x square plus 2x plus 1, and Q of X is equal to x square plus 2x plus 1 is equal to 0. Now, there is a difference between these two. They are not one and the same. These two guys are not one and the same. First of all, there is a difference. This is called polynomial expression. And this is called polynomial equation. If at all this is polynomial, because this is polynomial expression, this is polynomial equation. Okay. Now in general, this Q of X is also denoted by variable y. Y is equal to Q of X. Okay. In that case, it is going to be the graph. If I really plot, we have not learned two-dimensional geometry, but if I plot the graph of this expression, which is polynomial, if I plot the graph of this polynomial, it is going to look like this. Parabola opening up, because it is x plus 1 bracket square. Y is equal to x plus 1 bracket square. This is going to be minus 1 comma 0 point. Okay. So expression tells us about the curve. Geometry. This is geometry. This is algebra of that curve. But what do we mean by polynomial equation then? Polynomial equation means, let me explain. Q of X is y. Y is equal to Q of X. So y is equal to Q of X means x square plus 2x plus 1. That means this graph. This graph is y is equal to x square plus 2x plus 1. And y is also equal to 0. Y is also equal to 0 means y x-axis. Now consider this graph and consider this line or this graph. Y is equal to 0 is also a graph. Now if you consider these two graphs simultaneously, then the point of intersection of these two graphs, which is minus 1 comma 0, is a solution of equation. Understand? So polynomial equation will have solution, but polynomial will not have. Polynomial is polynomial. It is the curve. It is the expression. Have you understood? So you can call this x plus 2 plus 1 upon x as an expression. It is expression. But the moment we equate it to 0, it is equation. However, x plus 2 plus 1 upon x is not polynomial. Therefore, we have to create a definition of polynomial in such a way that x plus 2 plus 1 upon x should fail and x square plus 2x plus 1 should survive. Our definition of polynomial should be like that. Now, do you understand the difference between expression and equation? Equation
Yes.
means you are trying to solve simultaneously. Now that y is equal to 0 I have considered, but instead of 0, there could be some other constant. Y is equal to 5. So LHS is x square plus 2x plus 1 is equal to 5 is an equation. You may bring that 5 to LHS and make it minus 4. That is the second operation. But I want you to solve parabola with y is equal to 4. You will get 2 points as a point of intersection. Okay. So I want you to explain what do we mean by polynomial. And eventually we write the definition of polynomial. Sangha, after having discussed this much, what do you think should be?
Sir, can I give it a try?
Yes.
Sir, it is an expression of the form an x raised to n plus an minus 1 x raised to minus 1. So until a naught x raised to x naught, such that any xi is not equal to a fraction or a negative integer, and an is not equal to 0.
Okay. First part of the definition that you are trying to make. Let me ask you this question now. Is x square plus root 3x minus cube root of 7 p of x is equal to. Is this a polynomial?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Abha, is this a polynomial?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So I think something that you have said about coefficients is not going to be correct.
Sir, an
I
can be any
said
real
about
number.
the powers.
Uh,
I said about the powers.
powers of these terms should not be
They should not be negative integers or fractions.
okay.
It can only be natural numbers.
Okay. But then that is included when we say that an expression of the kind so and so. Okay, those powers are already taken care. Now, therefore, now let me ask you one more question. Q of x is equal to 1 plus x square plus x cube. We have come across this animal earlier in our life many times in generating functions, in AP, GP, yes or no? X
Yes.
Sir,
plus dot. Is this a polynomial?
no, sir.
No.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes,
Is
sir.
this a
Yes,
polynomial?
sir. It is.
Yes.
Then what is the degree of that polynomial?
Sir, I think so. It is not a polynomial.
Eh,
Sir,
First you say yes and then I ask you second question, you say no.
sir, maybe n.
No, I was saying it was not a polynomial.
Acha, in the first place Rudra was saying it is not a polynomial.
Infinity.
Infinity is the degree.
Infinity or n.
Tending towards infinity.
Infinity or n. N is the degree of that polynomial. Rohit?
Yes, sir. Means when we describe infinity as n, so I said n.
Think about it. Can we include that animal in polynomial or should we keep it away?
Away.
Sir, we basically don't know what polynomials are, so we can't say anything.
Arey, that is what we are trying to collect the information, and then we will decide, na.
Sir, and we don't even know this expression, polynomial expression fully, so we cannot comment about it.
We don't even know.
This polynomial expression fully, we don't even know what the last term is. So I don't think we can do any comments about this.
Okay, so do we want to define polynomials or not eventually? Yes. Okay, so the formal definition of polynomial, let me say it first, then I will write it, and then you say whether you agree or not. By the way, this is what I have written just now is not polynomial. This is not polynomial. Why? Because
So it can be written as 1 upon 1 minus x, and it will be negative degrees.
Yes.
Hmm.
1 upon 1 minus.
That is not the reason not to call it as polynomial. The reason is now, okay, to that argument, a of x is equal to x. Is this a polynomial?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir,
Yes. But then a of x is equal to x cube upon x square. Is this a polynomial?
yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
No, sir.
No, sir.
Array,
Sir,
No, sir.
Yes.
is this a polynomial? A
It
Yes,
turns out to be a
Yes, sir.
polynomial.
x cube upon x square. Is this
Yes, sir.
yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So what about
Yes,
x is equal to 0?
Sir.
Huh?
What about x is equal to 0?
Yeah, that is one thing which we should eliminate from the domain itself. That is one part of the story. And second part of the story, can we call this as a polynomial?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So that is why, I mean, still, if still this is yes, then I think Paris was saying that this can be expressed as 1 upon 1 minus x. And therefore, this is not polynomial. है ना? Similarly, I express x as something upon something. Still it continues to remain polynomial. But if I express this fellow 1 upon 1 minus x, then it does not continue like polynomial. I mean, this is not acceptable as a polynomial.
Sir, because the degree of the numerator is greater than the degree
Greater
of
than the
the
degree of polynomial.
Yes, sir.
In
sir,
that
then it
place.
is the natural number.
So this is not polynomial, and there is another word for this. This is called power series. And when we get into 11th standard differential calculus, we will learn this in detail. What do we mean by power series and how is it going to help us? But presently we will keep it away and directly get into writing definition of polynomial. An expression of type ax is equal to a of x is equal to a0 plus a1x plus a2x square plus dot dot dot, where two things. One, finitely many each ai. First condition is each ai is a real number. Second condition is finitely many AIs are non-zero. Finitely many AIs are non-zero. Now, because of this second statement, this becomes power series and not polynomial. Because if it follows the same pattern, then there are infinitely many coefficients which are non-zero. Therefore, I am not allowed to call it as polynomial. Do you understand?
Yes.
Each of AI is a real number. That means all the coefficients sitting here must be real numbers. Okay, then actually we will call that AX, an expression of this kind is called polynomial over real numbers. And it is written like this: A of X belongs to R of X. This is the notation, where this R, capital R, is for real numbers. Now, while studying polynomials, we may end up having polynomial with all integer coefficients. X cube plus 7x square minus 11x plus 10. Okay, this is polynomial of x over integers. Z is for integers. You may end up having x square plus 8 by 3x square minus 7 by 5x plus 2. This q of x belongs to rational. Polynomial over rational. Polynomial over real. T of x could be polynomial over complex numbers. Right? So, as and when required, we will try to use that later so that we come to know what kind of coefficients are sitting there. But essentially, this is going to be your expression which will decide the polynomial. And even if I have mentioned dot 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 here, but they are not, it is not infinitely many long expression. It has got finitely many terms. Do you understand the meaning of this sentence? Finitely many AIs are non-zero. It means,
No, sir.
no, that is what I am explaining. That means in the polynomial, you will be able to count total number of terms. It is not going to happen that terms are not ending. Somewhere they will end, they will stop, and after that, if you desire to take the higher powers, all of them will be zero. Let me show you that. Let me explain you. We said P of x is equal to 10 minus 11x plus 7x square plus x cube. We said here it is a polynomial, right? But if I write like this, plus 0x4 plus 0x5 plus 0x6, is this a polynomial? If I stop here, yes, it is a polynomial. But if I do not stop and suppose I say dot dot dot, that means every higher coefficient after 3, after index 3 of x, every higher coefficient is 0. Fair enough. That is what I am saying. Finitely many AIs are non-zero. So in this polynomial, I have 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 AIs which are non-zero. Rest of them are 0. I'm not worried about them. And then even if you continue with dot dot dot, finally I have got a finite length of polynomial with me. That is the meaning of finitely many AIs are non-zero. Each AI is a real number. Then AX is polynomial over real. Now, if you have understood this, immediately we have to write definition of yet another polynomial. It's if an expression of the type, an expression of the type a of x is equal to a0 plus a1x plus a2x square plus dot dot dot, where each AI is 0, then a of x is called zero polynomial. It is a separate definition created for zero polynomial, because always whenever you try to develop a system, there will be somebody called zero additive identity which will keep on troubling you. We have to give special treatment to that identity. Here zero polynomial is going to be our special polynomial where all the coefficients are zero. Are they finite? Are there finite? Why should we call this polynomial? Because it satisfies definition. All AIs are real number. Yes, 0 is a real number and all AIs are zero number, real numbers. Finitely many AIs are non-zero. Yes, 0 AIs are non-zero. 0 is finitely many. Therefore, 0 AIs are non-zero. Hence, we must call it as a polynomial. However, we will give it a special treatment because the moment we get into writing the definition of degree of polynomial, this polynomial is going to trouble us. Therefore, we define this polynomial separately and call it as zero polynomial. So either we talk about non-zero polynomials or we talk about zero polynomial. There will be two cases always. Two cases always. Is this good? I think I am continuously recording, but that is fine. Have you understood this part of the lecture? We have just finished what do we mean by polynomial, and we have written the technically correct formal definition of polynomial. As far as possible, you should remember it, so that if you are in trouble eventually, you go back and refer to your definition and try to answer the question. Zero polynomial. Now I give you a chance to write down the definition of degree of polynomial. What do we mean by degree of polynomial? Write down. Now it is easy. Write down, what do you mean by degree of polynomial?
Sir, what is the example P of x?
No. Now we have defined what is polynomial. Now we want to define what is degree of polynomial.
Sir, no, I had a doubt that you have written one example T of x. So what is that?
T of x, it's a complex polynomial. This is capital C. Polynomial over complex numbers. I mean, you have not learned it yet, but whenever you learn, you can have a polynomial over complex numbers.
Sir,
Do we have to show it?
No, I mean, let us discuss because reading is difficult. Sai, if you are finished, you can spell out.
So should I tell it now?
Yes.
So degree of polynomial for a non-zero polynomial is the index of the variable which has maximum non-zero coefficient.
Okay.
So may I?
Yes.
A polynomial QX which is a0 plus a1x plus a2x dot 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 until an x raised to n, then n is the degree of polynomial if an is non-zero.
Correct.
Sir, may I?
Yes.
Sir, the highest power of any non-zero coefficient term in the polynomial is the degree of the polynomial.
Yes. Correct.
Sir, may I?
Yes.
Sir, the maximum power of a polynomial, so the maximum power of a variable after maximum expansion is the degree of the equation, the degree of the polynomial.
Say it again.
Sir, the maximum power of the variable after maximum expansion is the degree of the polynomial.
Maximum expansion means what?
Sir, as in x cube plus x square plus x, the degree is 3, but it can also be written as x into x squared plus x plus 1. So that time the degree becomes 2. That's why maximum expansion.
That time degree becomes 2.
Yes, sir. Of x into x squared plus x plus 1.
Okay, now let us take this example. What you are trying to say. Let us take this example. This is our p of x. You are saying that if you write x into x square plus 7x minus 11 plus 10 is equal to p of x. Then what is the degree of this?
3.
Yeah, but then you were saying something, no?
Yes, sir. But to find out, to understand that the degree of this equation is 3, we need to expand it. That's why maximum expansion.
Maximum expansion, but then suppose you do maximum expansion of this 0x cube plus x square plus 7x minus 11 plus 10 is equal to, what is the degree of this?
3.
3. But then
Sir, non-zero.
after maximum expansion it will be x raised to 4, na?
Sir, non-zero coefficient.
So that word must come in the definition.
Yes.
Maximum expansion, or I mean whatever way you write this polynomial does not matter. After you write it in the form a0 plus a1x plus dot dot dot, write down the formal definition now. Definition of degree of polynomial. Why my handwriting is so bad today? Let me clear it. Let a of x belong to R of x. Let a of x is equal to a0 plus x plus a2x square plus dot dot dot. Let n belong to whole numbers w is said to be degree of a of x if, now definitions are always if and only if, so if and only if 1 an is not equal to 0 and 2 for every, have I explained you the meaning of this symbol? For every. for every m greater than n, am is equal to 0, m belongs to natural number. This is your formal definition of degree of polynomial. Whatever you were saying is correct, but technically it is to be written like this. If you are writing them in this form, of course the highest power term is going to be an x raised to n, and am x raised to m will be 0, am will be 0 for every m greater than n. Do you understand this second part of the definition? For every m which is a natural number greater than n, all coefficients are 0. Okay. Note, this definition does not assign any degree to zero polynomial. So, degree of zero polynomial is not assigned, not defined, is not given a chance to say. We don't say anything about degree of zero polynomial. Why? Suppose we say 0. If we say 0, then what is going to be problem? We say the degree of zero polynomial equal to zero polynomial equal to 0. There is going to be problem afterwards. If we assign degree to zero polynomial at 0, then there will be a problem. By the way, can you give me an example of degree 0 polynomial but not zero polynomial?
Any real number.
Sir, 5,
Any number.
4,
Constant
natural
five.
number.
8.
Constant polynomial. It is a constant polynomial. Y is equal to 5 or g of x is equal to 7. थांबा जरा, ज्यांचे कॅमेरे ऑफ आहेत त्यांना काढतोच बाहेर आता, त्याशिवाय ते सरळ होणार नाहीये.
तर माझं इंटरनेट फार लाईक वीक आहे टोळे ओनली.
मग मला आधी मेसेज पाहिजे.
सर नाही, कारण की क्लासच्या मधूनच ते असतं ते
सर मध्येच ते
रे 5 पैकी 2 जणांचा इंटरनेटचा प्रॉब्लेम असतो, उरलेले 4 जण आराम करत असतात मस्तपैकी. बरं, चला इथपर्यंत समजले तुम्हाला सगळ्यांना? चलो, नाव लेट मी राईट डाऊन द थिअरम and you try to write down the proof of it. अरिंद कुलकर्णीला मी आतापर्यंत 10 वेळा तरी ऍड केलं असेल आजच्या लेक्चर मध्ये. We are going to find teaching in classroom very easy compared to what we are doing now. It is very easy job. Here. Let a of x belong to r of x. Let a of x is equal to a0 plus a1 plus a1x plus a2 x square plus dot dot. Let b of x belong to polynomial over real. Let b of x is equal to b0 plus b1x plus b2x square plus dot dot dot. Let us define Cn is equal to an plus bn. for every n greater than or equal to 0. Consider C of x is equal to C0 plus C1x plus C2x square plus dot dot dot. Then C of x is also a polynomial. Now, sorry, this is addition of two polynomials. Is a polynomial. What is this theorem? Addition of two polynomials is a polynomial. But before that, I mean, okay, if you have written this, I would like to find out when do we say polynomial a of x is equal to polynomial b of x. Equality of two polynomials. Tell me, it is going to be very easy. How? When do we say two polynomials are equal?
A0 is equal to B0, A1 is equal to B1, and so on.
Two polynomials are said to be equal if and only
If all coefficients are same.
corresponding coefficients are equal.
And the number of terms are equal.
An is equal to Bn for every n greater than equal to 0. Two polynomials are equal. लिहून टाका कुठेतरी वरती आणि मग प्रूफ लिहूया. Two polynomials are equal if and only if their corresponding coefficients are equal. अरे अरीन, तुझं इंटरनेट खराब असलं तर तू आता लॉग इन नाही झालास तरी चालेल, नंतर तुला लेक्चर पाठवतो मी, ते कंप्लीट बघ. कारण
No, sir. There was
10
some
times.
Zoom problem because Zoom is crashing continuously. So I have joined with a different device now. The problem will persist.
Okay. Okay. Two polynomials are equal if their corresponding coefficients are equal. This is what equality of two polynomials. Now we can write the proof of this theorem. This is simple. Whatever you said earlier, addition of two polynomials, corresponding coefficients are added for every n greater than or equal to 0. Now, when we want to show that Cx is a polynomial, what is the only way that we can show Cx is a polynomial?
The two conditions are satisfied.
By satisfying definition. So proof should be such that it satisfies the definition eventually. Therefore, last statement of the proof will be, therefore, by definition, Cx is a polynomial. See, I have almost completed the proof. Now you have to write couple of lines in between. That's all.
do we have to show the proof for this practice?
After a few minutes, I will write the complete proof.
Yes.
Now, it is not possible to read your proof on such a small screen. Okay. Let me write down complete technically correct proof. Fast. Case 1. At least one of A of x comma B of x is zero polynomial. With generality, let A of x be zero polynomial. Implies an is equal to 0 for every n greater than or equal to 0. Therefore, Cn is equal to 0 plus Bn, which is equal to, implies Cn is equal to Bn for every n belonging to 0. Therefore, by definition, B of x, sorry, C of x is a polynomial. Okay, if one of them is 0, then definitely Cn and Bn will not be different and hence it is going to be polynomial. Case 2, none of them.
Sir, what is WLG?
Without loss of generality. I think I have explained this word earlier. Yes.
No, sir, I did not know the full form.
Yes, sir. I also didn't know. I was going to ask.
Did I mention this earlier or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, you have mentioned.
Yes.
Okay, so either A of x is 0 or B of x is 0, you can consider and complete the proof. I have done it using A of x is equal to 0. So without loss of generality, whatever. None of Ax comma Bx is zero polynomial. Now, implies a of x comma b of x have degree. Let degree of a of x is equal to capital A. Degree of b of x is equal to capital B. This implies coefficient a is not equal to 0 and coefficient BB is not equal to 0. Here for every for every n, what is the second condition? For every n greater than an is 0. And what is the condition here? For every m greater than b, bm is equal to 0. We are just writing down what we know about non-zero polynomial. This is the description of non-zero polynomial. Okay, let capital C be chosen such that maximum of a comma b is the value of C, capital C. Therefore, n greater than a and m greater than b implies n is greater than you have chosen C, which is maximum of A and B. So if you choose any an is equal to 0 if n is greater than C. Bm is equal to 0 if m is greater than C. Therefore, an is equal to bm is equal to 0. Therefore, Cn आता काहीतरी मी घोळ मारला इथे m घेऊन घोळ मारला दोन्हीकडे मी n घ्यायला पाहिजे. Okay, let me put n here, let me put n here, let me put n here, so that n will survive everywhere. Bn, therefore Cn is equal to plus Bn is equal to 0 for every n greater than C. Okay, and therefore by definition C of x is a polynomial. Just technically correct, I am trying to write n is the only suffix that I am using for all numbers which are greater than C, and therefore in every case Cn is going to be 0 for every n greater than C. Therefore by definition Cx is a polynomial. I will wait so that you copy it and understand it. Arithmetico-geometric progression. Now we have an is an AP. First term equal to A, common difference equal to D. Bn is GP. First term equal to B. Common ratio equal to R. There. CL is AGP, arithmetico-geometric progression. Which will look like A, B, A plus D, BR, A plus 2D, BR square, A plus 3D, BR cube, dot, 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 dot. Last term. Last term, A plus N minus D, BR raised to minus 1. Everything in product form. This is arithmetico-geometric progression. Coefficients are in arithmetic progression and rest of the term is in geometric progression. Therefore, it is called AGP, arithmetico-geometric progression. Now, if I want to add all the terms in SN, S is equal to AB plus A plus D BR plus A plus 2D BR square plus dot 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 plus A plus N minus 2 times D into BR raised to N minus 1 plus A plus N minus 1 times D BR raised to N minus 1. Here it is
Sir,
N minus
minus 2.
2. Okay, so find the formula for S. Find S. I mean, this is one way of doing it. What is the other way of doing it so that we can get S? I give you 5 minutes. I have 5 minutes.